Absolutely. I guess I have to talk about it because it's news, but there's a lot of gems that have to be broken down. And this has to be a lesson to content creators and a lesson in life overall. So we're going to break this down the best way that we know how. Drew Titan, Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. This is the Painful Excellence Podcast. Let's see what we got in the building. King Corleone, my brother. All y'all, my brothers and sisters, the Blog Fathers, Paranormal Investigation, salute. Eric Jordan, my brother. My brother Drip Fire in the building early. He says tapping in early, bro. Salute to you, good brother. That's my brother. That's one of my brothers in real life. Yes, sir. It's the fam right there. Angel Diaz, Sam Mack, the Sensei Stormy B Man. Please go watch Nerds on Culture. Just left there and we discussed They Live, the gems. And we was talking about subliminals, because that's what They Live is about, subliminal messaging. And this is why what we do on social media is very important. We're very impressionable on our audience, and some audiences are more impressionable than others. Do you remember the reaction I did to Kevin Samuels when he talked to that young man, and he says this is the problem with the red pill? They're impressionable on young men, and sometimes these young men they take heartache, they hear other people's heartache and they live through it, and they haven't lived through that exactly. It's misinterpreted. You remember I reacted to that? Go to my archive, and it's like one of the only Kevin Samuels reactions that I ever did. It's one of them. I think I did like 2, maybe 3, I don't remember. Yeah, red pill misuse. Go watch that. So far, I'm the only person who reacted to that. And that was very important because he was talking to a young man who was blaming his mother for certain things. And the issue wasn't his mother. It was actually his father. But go watch it. And this is what I mean by programming and being impressionable. And this is why, as believe it or not, you are a form of media, and you have to have some sort of, you have a responsibility to your audience, and you have a responsibility to yourself. But we're going to get to it. Gnarly Ray, Almond Eyes, Love is the Word, Louis Hinton, Rod Neal, Mr. Shelton. Ernie, what's going on? He said, let's move. You wasted 4+ minutes of our time, and then let's move by. Well, don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. Let me help you out. Let me scroll up and let me go to you and find you. Let me make you famous a little bit. Let me go to your channel. Ernie LeBoink is on his page holding looks like is that a bass guitar? You a musician? 16 subs, you suck. All right, so you've been a member since 2009, and you get on here and you have nothing constructive. You have gray on your face. You should be you should hold yourself to a higher standards, Ernie. Well, good luck to you in life. And we are moving. And this is what we do over here. So if you don't like what I do here, goodbye. And thank you, Derek, for getting rid of Ernie LeBlanc. And thank you for bonking him on the goddamn head. Anyway, we're not going to waste our time with negativity. Sick my duck, Ernie. No, I'm sorry. I take that back because you might ask for an address. The homo that you are.
What are you, a homo?
I'm working here. Go somewhere and go play your guitar, El Kabong. Y'all remember El Kabong? Y'all remember That's Ernie. Go look at his picture on his page. That's El Kabong right there. Anyway, Shogun 76, ES, Night Train, the cartoons that made us, Derek Gaines, my brother Growth with Kofa, salute, Main Biker, the Jab Jamboree, and that super chat, salute to you, good brother. You all right? Salute, man. That's my brother Ag Reacher, Frank from the land, Tay, salute. Oh my God. I love haters. Get my views up, Ernie. Come on back. We just got paid today. Jay Gibson, salute. DP Rocker, Picasso, Andrew 100, the African Golden Child, Squeegee Kid, my brother Dr. Mark, Eric Jordan. Make sure you smash that like button. DP Rocker. Let's see. I want to make sure I got Angel, what's going on? Alfred, salute. What's going on? My brother Ricky Williams in the building. Yep. Make sure I got John Pounds. What's going on? You see, Ernie, this is called love. Quiet Storm in the building. Salute. This is called love, Ernie. It's something that you don't have. Tim TV, what's going on? Oak Park Boxing, my brother. Let's go. So let's talk about this. See, Ernie must be a Fresh and Fit fan. So Ernie, sit in the back and watch how I talk about these dudes without lying on them. Mm-hmm. Salute to my brother Eric Jordan in that super chat. See, Ernie, this is called a super chat. A super chat. Ernie is sleeping with his boyfriend Bert right now. Oh my God.
What are you, a homo?
Oh, see, damn, I need that. I need more haters on this channel. Ernie came in there. This is all we got. Hey, Bert, this is all we got. A 3-minute countdown just to say, let's move. Oh my God, Bert. Turn around, Bert. It's time for back shots, Bert. Nigga name was Ernie. Fuck out of here. Eric Jordan in that super chat. He says, damn, we already got some hating ass monkey in the chat. Get the funk out of here. We building over here, monkey. See, here's the thing. He wasn't a monkey. He was a cracker. He was a cracker. Big Joe Townsend in the building. Phenomenal Mexican. Yeah, we got him out of there. Hey, Bert. You got back shots for me, Bert?
What are you, a homo?
Sit in the back and let me talk. Philip D. Redden in the building. The Pep Pack is in the building. You see, you could have been part of the family, Ernie, with your whack ass guitar. LaRon was good. Broken the dishes in the building. So let's talk about Ernie's favorite duo on here. You see, Ernie's white. And see, this is why he's here. Let me break it down. Let me break it down. Let me get these two niggas, and I say that proudly. Let me get these two niggas off my screen, because that's what they are. First of all, yeah, salute to Medium Man. Salute to Medium Man. First of all, this is the first time I saw some cracker come over here and talk nonsense to me. So he's searching the algorithm and he finds that I'm going to be talking about Fresh and Fit. He sat there and waited for my 3-minute countdown to critique it. Didn't watch that beautiful intro that I did, and that's fine. But let me talk about Fresh and Fit. Now, you see, I had a cracker come over here and I'm about to drag these two niggas. Yes, I said these two niggas. You don't like that, right? Well, let me explain something to you. You see, crackers like that, they like black on black friction. And to be honest, I know about Fresh and Fit, but I've never watched an entire program of them. But I knew who they were because they're so popular. I don't know which one is Fresh. I think it's a short, black, ugly nigga. And I think Fit has to be the tall black nigga. Yes, he's a black nigga. He's from the Sudan. Did y'all know that? He's not even from this soil. He don't consider himself black. 88 Sports Talk, salute. And I guess in a way, this is the universe at work. You see, I never had a reason to react to anything that they say. I never had they did enough for me to just ignore their behavior because I just understood what they were about. Views and clowning. Now, the shorts that they had people doing for them, of course, I think Fit is the one from the Sudan, the man from the Sudan. That was always, you know, Marcellus, what up? Always, you said you offered to spar the taller guy from Fresh and Fit in the Fifth Street Gym in Miami. He wanted me to pay him for what? For you to beat his ass? How much did he want? I'm just curious. Because the next thing would be, what if you came up with the bread? And if I ever got to the point where I was that annoyed, I'm not going to say spar. I'm like, no, I want to fight. You dig what I'm saying? But I don't want to bring the show there. But salute to you. And of course. No doubt. Now I'm saying I want to know how much he wanted. Mitchell Show, what's going on? And salute to Ernie. Pay attention. Because I'm about to drag the niggas that you love. Cracker, I'm about to drag these niggas. Because they deserve to be dragged. Now, 2K? Bro, you should have came through and we could have... You already know what the LDBC would have did. We probably could have raised that for you in a day. But it is what it is. EST, what up? Yeah, and everyone says that. The content was for immature men. Now, every time you make a point, it's real easy to make a point. It's real easy to make a point when you're talking to a bunch of dumbasses. How many intellectual women did they have on their platform? Y'all gotta let me know. Because every time I saw clips of them, he was making a point that was very true. But the women he's fussing with are these $50 chicks that just be out in the street twerking. You're gonna win a debate with them every time. Davis, what's good? You're gonna win a debate with them every time. It's like trying to debate a 5th grader over life. Drip says he had a few women with degrees on there. Well, you can be academically brilliant, but socially an idiot. Case in point, what's her name? That won't date a bus driver. What's that bitch name? What's her name? Did a whole show on her. She's freezing her eggs and everything. She's telling women, black women in particularly, to go freeze their eggs and you don't need no man. What's that bitch name? The paralegal? Ebony K. Williams. Thank you, Squeegee. So academically, she's smart, but socially, she's a buffoon. She's what we call an articulate idiot. You're telling a generation of women to go freeze your eggs and you don't need no man. Until the next pandemic come, and y'all bitches scared to leave your house. You know how many phone calls I got? Hey. I'm like, I ain't hear from this person in literally almost a decade. No happy birthday, nothing. And here's the funny part. There was nothing romantic going on with Anthony. What up? There was nothing romantic going on with these women at all. I just find it strange. I ain't hear from you in dumb long. And then it's like, yo, cut the small talk. Cut the small talk. I'm busy. It's a pandemic, and I got to run errands for the women in my family. What do you need? Yo, listen, it's kind of crazy out here, and, you know, I need toilet paper and paper towels, and I need some food, and, you know, could you pick some stuff up for me, and I can cash app you? Sure, they live in Philadelphia.
What?
Call one of those 30 niggas you was letting beat it. Call one of them, because I'm not one of them. I promise you I'm not one of them. What? And guess what? I don't care if you live on the other side of the Bronx. I ain't doing anything. What are you talking about? Sorry. Thank you, Mr. Shelton. How about this? How about this? Call your husband.
Whoa! That's kind of pretty before it gets started, ain't it? Oh, Froggy when he courtin', he did ride Crambo. Froggy when he courtin', he did ride Crambo.
What?
What husband? I don't need no man. Anyway, this is about Fresh and Fit. Yeah, word. Call Tyrone. Night Train, salute. Yeah. So yeah. So they had women on there that were this what in boxing, what do we call those fights? Setups. Those were setups. Those are setups. That's right. Quiet song called Two Pump Paul. Derek said that's a hell of a tip. Oh yeah. Better call Saul. Don't call me. That's right. Cherry picks. They know who not to call on there. And they made 3 years of a career. 3 years of a career. Just taking a dump on women. I know there's going to be women that's watching this. Well, isn't that what the manosphere does? Well, first of all, I can't speak on the manosphere. I'm not part of the manosphere. I think that's like a group and you got to be invited in. I'm LDBC, baby. I'm not manosphere. I'm not the red pill, the blue pill, the green pill. I'm not any pill. I'm LDBC. You don't know what it is? Sorry. I'm not going to explain it to you. The difference between what Kevin Samuels did and what they were doing, completely different. Now, here's the thing. I just said that we have a responsibility to our audience. What happened to them was not an attack on free speech, because I'm seeing that pop up. What happened to them was a building point. YouTube just doesn't snatch something from you off of one mistake. They have something called strikes. And from what I know, Rachel Nonito in the building. What's going on, y'all? And from what I know, they were warned several times. And they forced the envelope. You see, from what I was told, these guys made millions. They were doing well for themselves. Every month, around the 22nd, we get paid. Between the 20th and 22nd, we get paid. Those guys, when you get monetized, they invite you to what they call the AdSense program, and you can monetize your videos and where people advertise on your programming. Right now, I don't know everything about it, but I know enough to respect it and understand how it works. And without getting too deep into that, when you move the needle, just do salute. When you move the needle, you can actually do this YouTube thing full time. It's not a game. Me personally, I always said when I started my channel, I started it to support a movement. I'm not going to get involved in what the movement was. If you know, you know. I came in to support a movement, and we've grown since then. And I always said, I didn't get on here to make money. I came to support a movement. But in the event that people appreciate my content enough to where I get monetized, I'm going to respect it and treat it as a business. I'd be dumb not to. And I've done that with 2 channels going on 3. Bear Cave before the month's out. Okay? I appreciate that, Angel. And I'm supporting the movement, and I'm helping people, and I'm treating this like a business. Being a part of YouTube, you have a responsibility to your audience. You have responsibility to the people that are cutting you a check. Now, I have a day job, but YouTube is also paying me. And I'll just say this, I'm giving myself a raise to the point where I don't need to work overtime at my job, and we make money at Transit. Drip will tell you, when they see MTA on the patches, the bitches see ATM in reverse. We all kind of rich. Especially to New York standards. Yes, our money's kind of long. But this YouTube money, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. And I consider myself to be on the low end of things. I've seen what my brother Blue Blood Sports TV makes. And I said, holy crap, no wonder you do this full time. So he respects his platform. You'd be dumb not to. You see, Drip? Yep, you know. You'd be dumb not to treat anything that's netting you dividends. You'd be dumb not to treat it with some kind of respect. Now, a little background on Fresh and Fit from what I know about leading up to this, because what people tried to do, Manda Matsumusa, salute to you. Quiet Storm, salute, man. Thank you, brother. What I know is that this didn't happen out of nowhere. They were warned. They were warned. Mark Wunderlich, salute. They were warned. One of the things I remember that these men did, they got mad that people used they fair used some of their material and played it on their channel. Now, there is something called fair use, and there's guidelines for it, and you have to be very careful because you can't use too much of it. There's rules and regulations. You try not to violate it. Most people are not trying to hurt anybody, but they're using it. There's rules to it. And one of the things is you have to use it to educate. You have to use it to educate. And Lord, they did not. They did not. They tried to go around the rules of fair use. They didn't understand it. Let me explain what they did. From what I know, they tried to strike everyone that used their material under fair use. They said they were violating fair use. And I'm not going to lie to you, to a lot of people, that was cause for concern until it got to the lead attorney, he's an attorney by trade. Listen, family, I talked about Mike TV earlier today with Dennis Sperling. Now I'm going to talk about the lead attorney with these guys. They're lawyers by trade, so they understand legalese. Where we don't understand certain things, they do. They actually have a life in, like, what is TLA, like what, 20 years as an attorney? Dennis Sperling around the same. This was their side hustle. So if Dennis Sperling isn't the ultimate F around and find out, because Mike TV has no channel now because of something that he said about him. And now from what I heard, from what I've seen, Mike TV has a GoFundMe to raise money to go pay a lawyer to try to get his YouTube channel back, when all he had to do was leave the man alone. So switching gears, TLA got 10 strikes. Now I want you to understand something. 3 strikes and your channel's gone. They tried to hit the lead attorney with 10. And he fought it, and long story short, won. And everybody that they hit those strikes with, they all won. I think Dennis Sperling put out something on how to fight copyright strikes. Basically, what Fresh and Fit tried to do, it didn't fall under the people that reviewed their material. It was all under the Fair Use Act. So they failed. YouTube states that, I don't know the exact words, but if you keep striking people, that's a violation on you. It's a form of abuse of power. And then you can, in a sense, lose your channel. So they hired a lawyer, and TLA said they hired a paralegal who didn't know a damn thing. And he read the letter. I just watched it earlier today. He read the letter. Oh, I know Andrew 100. I know that guy's a whole problem. And he's one of those guys that thinks controversy nets him dividends. And he was a guy way smaller than Fresh and Fit, and he messed with the wrong person and he lost his channel because he was feeling himself. And he played with words and it backfired and he lost his channel. And that was the end of Mike. So now we're on with Fresh and Fit. So they sent out all of these strikes to these YouTubers, and none of the strikes stuck. So I guess that's strike one, because that was one incident. That's strike one on them, if I'm correct. I could be wrong. Then there's a few people on YouTube that were barred. Ow. There's a few people on YouTube that were barred. Some dude named Sneakio. It took his YouTube channel. And the racist Italian dude. I don't even want to say that clown's name. Y'all know who I'm talking about. That the redhead had on her channel. Pearly things. And she insists that she did not know who he was. And I'm like, you having people sitting on your channel, sitting in your house, right, salute, and you don't know who the F they are? You might want to do some research. That is ridiculous. Yeah, Tommy Sotomayor. These guys was really forcing the envelope. And these were big channels. But some of these guys that are controversial, it's not going to do you any service by having them on your platform. MXC, salute. So they did themselves a disservice. So off of the copyright, I mean the fair use strikes that failed on its face. Now you have he had that racist 704 Joe, salute. He had that racist Italian mother effers. Those mother effers had them in his studio saying the N-word with those goddamn hyenas laughing like it's funny. And I'm like, wait a minute. So then there's that. So I'm thinking that was strike two. Like, yo, I said, man, y'all notice I didn't even react to that. I said, man, that's this Bayesian nigga, Fresh, who's not fresh, sitting there smiling. They had a staff of 20 people giving a thumbs up saying, yo, it's okay, or nothing gonna happen to me if I say the N-word, and then he said it. And the man from the Sudan laughing about it. So let's recount. The fair use situation that failed. You're degrading women because he wasn't doing what Kevin Samuels was doing. The way they were doing it was absurd. There's a difference. You have to watch it to understand what I'm talking about. Then you had the racist Italian up there saying the N-word. Then they had this guy Sneakio up there who I'm not even familiar with Sneakio. All I know is that he was a problem. Now, let me ask this. Let me ask this. Do y'all remember when the social media giants were at Capitol Hill? Y'all remember that? Wasn't TikTok up there? Wasn't YouTube up there? Instagram? Were they not questioning the manosphere in a roundabout way? Do y'all remember that? I said, uh-oh. Uh-oh. They're looking for something. Yeah, Davis, that's what I'm talking about. I don't even want to say his name. That's exactly what I'm talking about, brother. Yes, sir. Right? Off the heels of that, these guys, fresh and fit, didn't slow down. What can you say to them when they're making $200,000 a month? You heard me. You heard me. It's like that. It's like that. Those guys had millions of followers. They were seeing on the upside of 200,000 in cash a month. They had a staff of 20 people. They go to different platforms. And this man from the Sudan wears a Klan mask. You want to talk about poor taste? He doesn't respect what black people on this soil went through. Steve Elder Max, salute. That Klan mask represents everything wrong with this country, especially since there's people that don't wear their Klan mask, but they're working in law enforcement. Ahmaud Arbery found out the people that executed him, public lynching, that father and son were Klansmen. Did you know that? And this self-hating African wears a Klan's mask. Y'all know the brothers Abba and Preach. He's talking about, I believe, Abba's wife, calling her out her name, referring to black people as monkeys. Now, y'all know I play those monkey videos. But the premise in which I play the monkey videos, I explain it. When they're acting out of line, when black people are acting out of line. And it's a shame that I have to do that. When they're acting out of line, when they come for me and they're all off code. There was no reason for him to attack that man's wife. And then he's running around with a wig on, scratching under his armpits, making monkey noises, saying that Abba looks like a monkey. Oh yeah, Marcellus. Paulie knew that. For those of you that don't know, me and Paulie Malignaggi got into it on Instagram. He told me, the Sicilian that he is, with the black blood that he has in his veins, he told me that Ahmaud Arbery got himself killed. A scripted virtuoso, salute. That's what he told me. And that's what's messed up, Squeegee Kid. Myron, it was a former Homeland Security, left his job to be a full-time YouTuber, and they was making it. But there's rules and regulations. They could have still been making it if they toned down their behavior. They were feeling themselves, making $200K a month. After you pay your staff, you got a lot of money left over. Rasul, what's going on? You have a lot of money left over. They were really feeling themselves. They thought they were untouchable. Well, the other day they got out of bed and their monetization was gone. And they got on their stream and they were acting like we don't know what happened. We don't know. No, I'm gonna play it for you. And I'm telling you it happened because they were feeling themselves. And they got exactly what they deserve. Yeah, I know Phenomenal Mexican. I know about that. Yep. These dudes was feeling themselves. But I just explained to you, there was several things holding over their heads. So now they got to get lawyers. Now they can get their monetization back for all I know. But they're getting put through the grinder. And whatever lawyer they get to talk to YouTube, attorneys or whatever, they're going to say, look, no, these are our rules and regulations. And look at what they've done. This guy Sneaky O, we got rid of him. Look at he's running around with a Klan's mask over on Rumble. You think we want to put advertisement behind anything that they do? We're gonna lose black support? Hell no. That's the first thing I would ask YouTube. You You don't fully monetize some of my videos because I dropped one F-bomb too many, but you letting this motherfucker run around, this black dude run around with a Klan's hood on, and he's former Homeland Security? What's up with y'all? I can't even get full monetization on some of my stuff. What's up? Rachel said, Paulie asked me how Chinese fighters get paid because it's a communist country. I said, Paulie, I'm Filipina. You see that, y'all? You see that? You see that? Paulie's a Sicilian from Bensonhurst, Brooklyn. Research Bensonhurst, Brooklyn, and the first thing you'll see is Yusef Hawkins. Do the math. That's the cloth he's cut from. He's an effing idiot. He's an idiot. He's an idiot. I know, Rachel, because all of y'all look alike. Everybody who's Asian is Chinese, and y'all know karate, not kung fu. Y'all are all Chinese, and y'all know karate, and y'all all eat with chopsticks and shit. And y'all eat noodles all day. This is. There you go. Paulie's from Bensonhurst, Brooklyn, y'all. Eric Jordan in that super chat, much love. He says, Fresh and Simp got what they deserve. Sorry, sacks of ish. Well, let's go to it. I mean, it's not like they can copyright strike me, right? So let's go to it. Fair use.
To the Fresh Fit podcast, man. We got a very important announcement for you guys. Let's get into the show.
Let's go.
Blah, blah, blah.
Is this the end, bro? Because we got some bad news, man. I mean, when I heard that, I was shocked because, I mean, we love YouTube, man.
Yeah.
We love streaming.
Yeah.
And at this point, I feel like our whole lives are revolved around streaming and, like,
yeah,
adding value to people online. It's just like, it won't be the same, bro.
Yeah.
All right, first of all, I think that's Fresh talking. Your man sitting across from the table was running around with a Klan hood on in front of your black ass. So off the rip, I don't respect homie. Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna call him homie. I'm gonna call him ban. Y'all know what that is. It's an acronym.
What we heard.
In 2020, guys, as you guys know,
yeah,
I was working for the government, right? I was a special agent of Homeland Security. He worked for, fuck it, Wix. We'll just call it.
Yeah.
Right?
Wix.com, yeah.
And, he was a tech support. I was arresting bad guys, etc. We started this podcast. We did our first episode on October 26th.
Okay, he was arresting bad guys, y'all. This man was running around with a Klan's hood, calling Abba a monkey, an ape, and clowning his wife. Reese, what's going on? And he's running around with a Klan's hood, told the racist Italian it's okay to say the N-word. Former Homeland Security officer, y'all.
Whoa!
Go! Let that sink in. But I had one bitch ass nigga come in here and say, you have a guy in your chat named Cop Killer. I'm like, so? He could have been called Coochie Killer. You gonna get mad because he's disrespecting women? Maybe he kills the coochie. Maybe he wants to be a cop killer. Maybe somebody killed his brother or somebody, his uncle or somebody. Did y'all ever hear the story that Blue Blood told about his uncle? Did y'all hear about that? Okay. Let's just say a cop did him. Cops did his family dirty a couple of times. Stop it. Anthony, what up? Stop it. People do things for different reasons. It's a release. Not to say that they're actually gonna go do something, but maybe they'll go write some poetry, some angry poetry, an angry song. Didn't Ice-T have a song called Cop Killer? With that rock band Body Count? Jab Jamboree, salute. Does that mean he's really going to do something? No. But that's his release. And your feelings over a goddamn name. Just Sparks, salute. But I'm looking at a former Homeland Security officer that left his job, and now he's running around on the internet wearing a Klan's hood. And by the way, some really interesting pictures came up about this guy around his white friends. I don't know if it was college or former co-workers, but why was he in compromising positions in a bed or something with these white men?
What are you, a homo?
I don't know. Sweetie Kid in that super chat, much love and appreciation. He said, well, look at this. It's called the super chat, something you don't see fraud and fat anymore. Quick banjo sound, hell yeah.
Whoa!
What? Here's the thing. I don't know if they'll get it back. I don't know. Maybe there's a loophole. Maybe, I don't know. But I'm saying they're getting put through the ringer right now. You go from making $200,000 a month to nothing. Super chats are just extra. They take 30 cents. They take what? 30% off of your super chat? YouTube gets their money first. That's just extra. Your money comes from the AdSense program. When they see value of airing their commercials during your stream. That's where the money comes from. So, look, man, they're not even getting that. And here's the thing. They can still air on YouTube, but it ain't gonna be worth anything. They had 20 employees. Well, let's get back to it. Let him explain it.
2020. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And yeah, Chris was there. The apartment was all empty and shit. And and we had our first podcast. If you guys go back and watch it, like the thing was all zooming in and out and everything else like that, and it was all messed up.
It's like we're at a house club.
Yeah.
In and out.
Yeah. It was literally, yeah. But we got it figured out. We got the lighting fixed, and we continue to improve. Fresh landed some really good guests early on, and continues to get us a great guest. And
we made hours of content in the streets, TikTok, Patreon.
Yeah.
Many nights, 3 a.m, 4 a.m. Chris was there too.
Yeah, working job.
I'm glad they're going through the they're talking about their trials. You struggle stream. You crawl before you walk. Look at my very first podcast on Drew Titan LLC. Look at the very first one and look at where I've come now. These are investments, cameras, audio, laptops, apps to edit videos, going to boxing press conferences. I still haven't made it to one of these lounges to review. Well, I made it to one. I just never got around to editing the video. This is time. This is a whole nother life. This is time consuming. That whole studio setup is actually dope. They invested into their business. If you look on the upper left-hand side, do you see that up there? You know what those are? Those are YouTube plaques. Blue Blood has, I think, 2. Champside has 1. The lead attorney has like 3. That's when you crack 100,000. You're making money, man. But those are YouTube plaques. YouTube plaques. You think you're just gonna get here and not respect who's paying you? There are rules everywhere you go. You can be self-made on YouTube. You can leave your day job. Blue Blood did it. And I keep using Blue Blood as an example because I'm so proud of the brother. For those of you that don't know, when I first started watching him on YouTube, he was at work talking boxing while driving a bus and working for the hospital at night. Now he's everywhere, anywhere in the United States. What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV back at y'all with another one. 17,000 views on a 10-minute video. 20,000 views on this video. Goes live. 1,000 people watching. Uploads a video, 10,000 views. He can afford to stay home and take care of his family. He has a lot of babies. Well, they're grown, but yeah. And he earned it. He came from the mud. He earned it. Those guys have several plaques up there. If you can see on the upper left-hand side, look at it. Look right up there. Respected. Champ side came from the mud. These guys did not respect the hand that was feeding them. And what's worse is it came at the blood of, dare I say, black people and women, black women at that. The man has a book called Why Women Deserve Less. Does Kevin Samuels have a book called Why Women Deserve Less, or F Women, or Women Ain't Ish? Did he even write something like that? The Book of Obsidian, which I'm going to purchase. He has a book. Is he degrading women, or is he teaching men how to step their game up? This motherfucker right here has a book called Why Women Deserve Less. Who are you saving by putting that crap out? What are you talking about? There's a difference, y'all. He was feeling himself. Then you would have Nick Fuentes on your platform to say the N-word in front of all those black women. You're walking around with a Klan's hood on. You're sending out community strikes. You're having all these controversial people on your goddamn platform. You just didn't care. Well, this is the result. Let's listen. Former Homeland Security officer, y'all.
Well-working jobs.
And then I'll never forget. I get an email, November 14th.
Fair use.
Internal Affairs. Hey, we need you to come in for an interview. And I'm like, oh my God, here we go, right? And I'm working at the government, sitting at my desk, writing up a report, and I see this email. Yeah. And this is 2020 November. And I,
during the pandemic,
I go, I let my supervisor know, hey, I gotta go up to, the Internal Affairs office, right? Because it's not at the same building as us. And, I go over there and they take my phone. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, what's...
I want you to look at his face. This guy clowns black people. This guy clowns black women. This guy wore a Klan's hood. There's nothing white about this dude at all. At all. Homeland Security, y'all. I need you to keep that in mind.
What's going on here? And then, they're like, they didn't want to tell me, but they're like, hey, we're part of an internal investigation. Next day I meet up with the special agent in charge, and they tell me, hey, it has to do with your YouTube. And right there it clicked. I was like, wait, hold on. Okay. They probably think that I'm recording videos on my phone. Like that's what it is, which it was a fucking iPhone 6 or 7. It was a piece of shit. And what ended up happening is I had to make a really tough decision that month. I remember going back and forth, trying to negotiate, trying to figure out what we're going to do. And, they're like, no, you have to pick one. You have to either, you're going to be a YouTuber or you can be a special agent of Homeland, but you're not going to do both. And I had to make that decision. I remember you were there. Yeah. We had Andrew here. And I was like, well, we got people working for us now. There's people that depend on us. You had to pretty much quit your gig. So I was like, all right, I'm going to resign. And I walked in December 5th, turned in all my stuff. And I walked away from the U.S. government. It was a good, six-figure job. It was stable. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. You guys know on my Fed Reacts, you guys see how I talk when I'm talking on that channel. And and I tell you guys that story to tell you that I haven't felt like that since today.
I want you guys to understand something. I know for a fact he was making about 6 figures. Well, a strong 6 figures. That's a fact. He had a salary, he had a retirement, he had a great pension. I don't know how many years he had on. Probably, but it was one of those jobs was 20 years and out. Probably. I don't know nothing about his contract or anything, but he made a decision. Do I do Homeland Security? Whenever you're in law enforcement, it's a dangerous job. At any point when you're on a job, you can get killed. And apparently, I know he carried a firearm and all this other stuff. But what do? Make a strong 6 figures doing Homeland Security? I could be a YouTuber and make $200K a month. And I bet you once they started breaking that barrier, they never knew that it could be that lucrative. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. When I made my first stack on the YouTube, I said, oh shit. I'm dead serious. I said, whoa. Huh? Is this a mistake? And I said, oh, it's because I did this and oh. All right. So imagine all of this because you're feeling yourself. Ego is what killed them. Fair use.
And it sucks, guys. It really does suck. Fortunately, we made some moves, etc. And we kind of knew that the type of content that we make, for us to be able to give you this content, we have to.
It comes at a cost.
It comes at a cost, dude.
And it won't be here forever.
Yeah. And
we knew that going
Fresh
into it.
always said this. Enjoy us while you can.
Yeah. They thought we was capping, man.
Yeah.
They thought it was a joke.
And we made moves on the side knowing that this could potentially happen. And guys, we the channel has been kicked off the YouTube partner program. Just keep it straight with
If you
y'all.
look right now, you can't even super chat or
You
become
can't
a
even
member.
super chat right now.
There it is.
Yep.
So this is the beginning of the end of this era.
So we are in trolling chat. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you literally can't. Yeah, man. So it's so basically we're gonna figure out what's going on because we don't even really know all the details. We're working with YouTube to try to come to a middle ground and work together and figure this out. But for now,
We don't even know why.
We don't know the specific reason.
Misogyny.
But we don't, in any form or fashion,
Chris.
hate YouTube or want to go at them. We're just saying, you know what? We wish we knew the reason why, but we respect, for them to use the platform and keeping us here for a while. And
Yeah.
You wish you knew the reason why? Look at his face. Why are you acting like you're victims? Y'all know exactly why you got kicked off the damn partnership program, man. Stop acting like you're innocent in this. Stop. You're sending out copyright strikes. Did y'all see the did y'all see when the lead attorney spoke about the strikes when it happened? Did y'all see the all-star cast that showed up there? Did y'all see that? Everybody was like, what the hell? Why am I getting a strike? And here's the thing. These dudes react to any and everything. And as controversial as they are, why do they think they're above from people reacting to their nonsense? Like I said, I knew who they were, but I never sat through their program. But the one thing that I always said was, why they always got these bubblehead women up there that are airheads? The fights are setups like in boxing. These are cherry picks. It's like, yo, I want to make for good. I want viral clips. Do you call up Sukihana or India Ari? What's going to give you the best conversation and the highest views? Sukihana and Meg Thee Stallion or India Ari? And Michelle Indicello, if y'all remember her. Yeah, Kofa, I couldn't take it. Rick Blackwell, salute. I couldn't take it. And then the clips that when I see him doing the monkey stuff, I was like, whoa, what is he doing? Then he's talking about Abba's wife. What? What? What are you doing? Or how about when he offered to debate Tariq Nasheed and Dr. Umar? You remember that divide and conquer he tried to do? And Dr. Umar and Tariq Nasheed, Jay Wayne, what up? They didn't fall for it. They didn't fall for it. He thought, because Tariq and Dr. Umar, they knock heads on shit. But they didn't knock on that. Dr. Umar said, I refuse to come to your platform. Why? Because of that Nick Fuentes nonsense. And Tariq said something, I forget. He said something along those same lines. But this fool, Myron, he didn't generate any compliance. What he tried to do was divide and conquer. He tried to get Dr. Umar and Tariq fighting with each other. Look, man, they already don't get along. Demon, what's good? But they didn't go at each other. They remained on code. Do I agree with Dr. Umar with stuff he says? A lot of the stuff, yes. That stuff with blaming the black man for certain things, no. But I'm glad they didn't darken this doorstep. It was a sinking ship. It hit an iceberg. If you was on a Titanic, you felt a little rumple and you ain't thinking nothing of it until there was water in your damn cabin. Like, wait a minute, where's this coming from? We're sinking? Huh? Why is he acting like he don't know why they getting canceled? Come on, man. Do I gotta say fair use? I'm gonna.
We appreciate it.
Yeah.
But,
and the thing is that you guys know, right, on this pod, we push the edge, right? We push the envelope where we're not going to lie about that. Like, we give you guys the real deal when it comes to getting in shape, when it comes to
money, girls,
dating, improving yourself, etc. And unfortunately, to be able to give people real advice that they can take in real life and apply to the real world, you have to have uncomfortable conversations about uncomfortable topics in uncomfortable times. Guys, it's about to be an election year. You know what I mean? We're talking about certain points, and we've brought up certain points that might not be politically correct, right? That might not necessarily align with everyone's viewpoints, right? And we've worked really hard to bring people on that have different viewpoints.
Like Nick Fuentes, that you allowed, and not allowed, you encouraged him to say nigga on your air? Are you serious? Are you serious? You know, I keep pausing it and they have these strange looks, don't they? This motherfucker was involved in Homeland Security. Leaves that job and allows a known racist to come on his platform and say nigga. This motherfucker right here. And the baboon across from him thought it was cool. They had a staff of 20 people, man. And the icing on the cake was they surrounded Nick Fuentes with a lot of who? Black women. They did. It was orchestrated, y'all. And you want to wonder why this shit is over? Wake up and smell the failure. If you want to apply bashing women to anyone, you do it to these dudes. How many conversations? Y'all gotta educate me. How many real women that they had on there that they had an intellectual conversation with? How many OGs they had up there? Shahrazad Ali. Huh? There's dozens of black women they could have spoken to that are great examples to what they need, what women need to hear. But every time I turned around, they had some airheads with funny colors in their head. How is that productive again? Why are you bringing the worst of the worst on your show? Do y'all understand? And as I say this, I need you to look at his face. Do you trust this nigga? Who doesn't even acknowledge himself as being black, but he's from fucking Africa? Homeland Security, y'all. Squeegee Kid in that super chat, much love and appreciation. It is funny, these types, just pearly things, fresh and fit, all preach accountability, and when they got busted, they're the first to say, I don't know why. Play stupid as heck and claim I'm the victim. This is exactly what he's doing. This is exactly what he's doing. You brought airheads, you brought the worst of the worst up there to prove what? And then this idiot puts out a book. Why women deserve less? Let me get this straight. My sister deserves less. My nieces, my daughters, my aunts, my mom, they deserve less. The sisters in the chat, they deserve less. Who are you talking about? You said women, right? Why ain't you put in the chat, why ain't you put in your book, why specific women deserve less? He said women. He painted everybody with a broad brush. Original man, salute. How dare you, man? When I'm on here talking about women, I'm very specific about the types of women I'm talking about. This motherfucker got a book out. Why women deserve less. Homeland Security, y'all. Tom, what's good? Oh, yeah, I was just talking about Mike earlier. Gone. Gone. I mean, I guess making $200,000 a month, you really begin to feel yourself. Fair use, back to it. Jerks.
Right? Some of them very controversial. Some of them that may or may not be politically correct. And that's unfortunately the risk that you take when you make the kind of content that we do.
Even other platforms, look at Rumble. They're taking a huge beating on the stock market.
Yeah.
I mean, they're up.
Despite having one of the best years for revenue and for views and everything. And
so this comes at a cost, no matter who you are. Company, individual, creator.
Yep.
And a lot of you guys want to be aspiring RB creators as well. And I respect that. But just know, at a certain level, it will cost you a price you got to pay. And I think me and Myron understand this. And we were saying, you know what? At some point, we're going to have to deal with this price. And today's the day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are these dudes for real right now? I keep pausing and I'm looking at their face and I see what kind of demons they are. Original man says, when they're going to demonetize Cynthia G? I don't know. Sometimes you walk a fine line. You walk a fine line. I would think calling for the death of black men, black baby boys, I would think that's a line you cross. But maybe she's walking that line and they got their eye on her. I don't know. She's awful, but so are these dudes. And they getting what they deserve. They're getting exactly what they deserve. This nigga right here got a book out that says why women deserve less. What? And then you're sitting here talking about, hey, we don't know what happened. And you rolling with Sneakio, who's a marked man. Now, mind you, I don't know anything about Sneakio other than he was controversial. When they're hot like that, you don't put them on your platform. They had Tommy Sotomayor on their platform, Nick Fuentes. And Just Pearly Things is somewhere on social media talking about it's attack against masculinity. Do y'all see what's happening here? These motherfuckers right here, these niggas, they don't represent anything that I represent. You are bugging. They may have made some points. We said common sense salute. They may have made some points that I agree with. The hell, even Donald Trump has said a couple of things that I agree with. That don't mean I like him. Yeah, you know, the sun is yellow in the daytime. It is. He's right about that. That don't mean we're cool. Back to it.
Yeah, and my thing is, guys, more than ever, real talk, more than ever. I know a lot of you guys send me messages, and trust me, I look at them. I really do look at them, and as a matter of fact, I save them too, because I sent some of them to Fresh today.
Yeah.
When you guys send me your DMs and say, "Yo, you saved my life," "Yo, you send me a picture of your credit score," "Yo, my girl is making sandwiches now," or whatever it is, right? That really means a lot to us, right? We've helped a lot of you guys from killing yourselves, from injuring yourself, from making a really bad decision or doing something that.
Is that the name of the book? Hold on. Let me go to Google. No, it's called Why Women Deserve Less by Myron Gaines. Oh my God. Fair use.
That you can't necessarily take back. What I'm asking you guys is, just like we've saved you guys, we need you guys to save us. We need you guys to support us on Rumble, because that's the last bastion of free speech at this point.
Yeah.
Rumble.com/FreshToFit, guys. Like, you need to go on there right now.
Whoa. Free speech. Listen, you can still air your free speech on YouTube, man. They're just not going to pay you. No, none of the people are going to back you financially on it. It is your right to have Nick Fuentes in there in your studio to say the N-word. That is your right. It is the sponsor's right to not deal with you. They can still air on YouTube tonight, tomorrow. But they're just saying, yo, look, man, we're not going to pay you, man. It is free speech. They didn't end your stream, bro. So without the monetization, you can still air on YouTube. You're just not getting paid. So is it really about free speech or that 200K or whatever it is that you and Fresh was making? Fair use.
Now, follow the channel, subscribe. It's $5 a month, because if you guys want us to keep making this content, that's what it's going to be. And we've worked really hard to try to
keep it free
as long as possible, man.
On YouTube,
like
accessible.
You guys know this. We don't sit here and pitch courses to y'all every month. We're not always, trying to take money from y'all. When you guys super chat, it's just it's you guys showing support to the show. It engages the show, and we for real. If we've impacted your life and we've saved it, we need you guys to save us now.
I gotta call a name too from the very beginning. Black Lemur. He saw the show, appreciated the show. He donated a big amount for cameras. I think most cameras are here named after him because he donated a lot of money for support and appreciation. And we don't ask for much, guys. We just ask for your support. And right now, it needs to be on Rumble. That's where we're gonna be. and they have our back. At this point,
We don't know what can happen with YouTube.
yeah, we don't
It's
know.
really out of our hands. And yeah, I mean, we're gonna work with them, right? We're gonna be diplomatic and do what we got to do.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, for y'all to get the content that y'all want
From us.
the way that it needs to be said, we're gonna have to do everything on Rumble. We'll still be posting on YouTube, right?
Let me help y'all out a little bit. I'm not a super mathematician, but if they, y'all know Andrew 100, and that's what makes it worse. You see, he's what we call a sand nigga. Well, the first time I heard the term sand nigga, I heard an Italian say it. He's a sand nigga. Now, they have 1.4 million subscribers. If 1.4 million subscribers paid $5 a month for Rumble, that's about $5 million a month. ATL, unanimous boxing, salute, good brother. It's about $5 million a month, something like that. If all of their subscribers paid $5 a month to listen, if they see value in Fresh and Fit, and they just took $5 a month, these guys will be making $5 million a month. That's the math. It's around that. 5 million, maybe a little more, maybe a little less, but it's around $5 million. They have 1.4 million subscribers on YouTube. If all of those people said, you know what, I see value in them, and I'm gonna take my $5, very inexpensive, and I'm gonna tip the jar every month. That's $5 million a month for them. Exactly, Rachel. Did he say save us? This is the arrogance of this dude. Listen to him. Fair use.
To a degree, right? Completely free as usual. But guys, it's expensive to run this. I mean, I really hate to even have this conversation with y'all. But we have a staff of like 20 people.
Being transparent.
Being 100% transparent with y'all.
We make it look easy, guys, but like we have people that work for us that legit have a need and depend on us.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for this current platform right now, they wouldn't eat. Neither their kids. So it's kind of like,
Especially Mo.
well, that nigga been eating for a while. But the point is that like right now, guys, like we're being genuine here and telling you, look, listen, we need your help. And if ever before you appreciate the content, you gain value from getting your credit score up, getting a girlfriend or wife, or even getting money from Money Mondays, guys, like we need the help today.
Yeah.
On Rumble.
We really do. We really do. Because, and I hate to even say this, man, because it's like we prided ourselves on like, yo, we're just gonna show up every week. We're gonna give y'all 6 shows completely free. You don't have to send in a super chat if you don't want to. Just watch the content. Will be cool. But I don't know what it is.
And we've made investments ourselves as well, real estate as well as other businesses. So we are on some level stable.
Yeah.
But to keep this running,
to keep this
high
running
quality,
at this level,
the guests and what we spend to even get people out here, it's a lot. And people that work for us. So
yeah.
You know what I want to talk? You know who I would love to talk to? I would love to talk to at least 5 of the women that this dude just chose to have on the show and just bash. The soft targets. The soft targets. I'd love to talk to like 5 of them. I'm just curious. Now, again, I pause this damn camera. Look at his face now. This is a guy that he bashed women. He got a book out, Why Women Deserve Less. He allowed Nick Fuentes to sit in the studio and say the N-word, right? Yeah. And now you got to ask help from the fucking audience. Let's see how much they love you, brother. Oh, I'm sorry, you're not my brother. Fair use.
The reason why, guys, we're able to continue updating equipment, right? Like, I know y'all made jokes about the internet, whatever. We get stuff fixed quick like that because we made investments into the equipment. Guys, I have backup microphones. I have backup mixers. I have backup equipment that is really expensive, right? But I had that there for the show. Like, y'all see me, I wear the same clothes. You guys make fun of me. Myron, you wear the same stuff. You got no drip, blah, blah, blah. I do it because I'm like, yo, the only thing that matters is the pod. Like, I don't care about me looking good and being flashy and all that stuff. And Fresh was like, nah, I don't care about it either. Like, he gave up all his cars pretty much, watches, all that stuff, because we're like, bro, we need to be all in with the podcast. We need to invest in the podcast. And we invested more in recruiting, getting Chris the resources he needs, because we have like a whole operation with like getting girls on the show. Guys, it's extremely difficult. How many people have you seen try to do what we do with bringing girls on and absolutely fail and quit? We've been doing it consistently for 3 years. Guys, and that eats up so much money, so much time, so much resources. But
hey, bro. C99, what up? Are y'all listening to him? They paying these, look, I'm gonna call these women, I'm not gonna violate them, but I'm gonna call them soft targets. It's easy to bring in these women that you know you're gonna bury in a debate. That's what they thrived on. That's what made their show lit. Very different from Kevin Samuels. At least Kevin had some women that called up and, you know, at least they tried to be intellectual. Some of them did. And you know what you never get? You never get highlights of the great conversations he had with those women, because he had a lot of great conversations. But I know the bad ones make for good, you know, fair use. And y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. This guy was spending money, because the first thing I said is, where's he finding these girls? You go up to these chicks, yo, you want to make, I don't know, $300? How? 3 hours of a conversation, just talking about things. Come to this studio. Okay, I make $300 today. And get the dumbest chick, dumbest looking chick with funny color hair, or she's super overweight or super skinny or got kids all over the place, and find the problem and try and get them to talk reality. Soft targets, man. 3 years. That was the method of success. Whole time while violating community standards in which they were warned about. And now they don't know what happened. Squeegee Kid in that super chat, much love. He said, I feel like In the Arms of an Angel is about to start playing. And listen, man, I don't want to make like light of this and clown. I just want content creators to understand. Spurgood, what up? You have a responsibility to your supporters. And you also have a responsibility once you become a part of the partnership program, the AdSense program. You have a responsibility. If you don't care about it, there's an option in your YouTube studio that says don't become a part of the partnership program, because sometimes your language could be a little too loose or whatever, and you don't know if the sponsors are going to want to back you when you're on here F-bombing all goddamn night long. So then just bounce out of it. But when you make it a living and you do it full time and you left your government job to do this, you have a responsibility to yourself, to your family. If this has become your business, respect it. They didn't respect it. And they disrespected a lot of people doing it. Tom Etheridge in that super chat, much love. He said they won't even get 2,000 subs on Rumble. They haven't cultivated that type of audience. I've heard of Rumble. I'm not too familiar with it. I heard they took a beating in the stock market. For Rumble to catch up to the type of revenue that YouTube provides, it's going to take them a few years. I don't know how much, but it's going to take them a few years. Jones, salute. Let's get back to this. Fair use.
But we said, you know what? We're going to continue to invest in it because you guys want the content. We're not going to quit. We're going to keep giving you guys what you guys wanted from the beginning.
And especially with our reputation. Guys, it is not easy getting guests for the show or girls, just so you know.
Yeah.
It looks easy because we do it every single Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but it's not easy for Chris, for us. So understand your support.
That's why
needed.
Chris is so fat right now and alcoholic. I mean,
Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Ain't that when I do my show? God damn, that was an accident. I didn't know that. That's crazy. It's bad juju for them.
if I'm gonna keep it all the way 1,000 with y'all, like if I'm gonna be
It's
all the
stressful.
way, like a big reason why we don't like shit on Chris so much, even though we should, right? For his drinking and shit. Like, bro, he has a stressful ass job.
Yeah.
Like he really has a stressful ass job. All these other channels are trying to do what Chris is doing.
Yeah.
And they can't do it.
Thanks.
And the only reason we're able to do it is because we invest in it. We believe in Chris. Chris has a whole team underneath him.
Shit. I mean, we did a show on Wednesday to show appreciation for Chris
Yeah.
because all the work he puts in.
Yeah. So, guys, I'm not saying this to be like, oh my God, I feel sorry for us, but it's like for us to run the show at this level, right, where we are competing with some of the top podcasts in the world that are heavily funded, have sponsors, etc. We don't have sponsors like that, guys, because look at the content that we make. We're bringing on really controversial guests, talking about really controversial topics. Guys, we had a debate on a certain topic that I won't even go into that other people would never touch.
Yeah.
Who else is doing that? Giving you guys consistent value, etc. And
Who else is running around YouTube with a goddamn Klans hood on and having racist guests on there saying nigga on your platform? Who else on YouTube's doing that? Let me know so I can write a letter. When I saw them do that, I didn't even write a letter. I said, man, look at these niggas. That's exactly what I said. I said, look at this. It's only a matter of time. Spurgeon Marshall in that super chat, much love. He said, fresh and fit, more like flustered and frustrated. Uh-huh. Flustered and frustrated. Yep. Mr. Shelton, my brother in that super chat, he said, that's Akon and... Oh, my God. Nah, Andrew 100, they sure ain't. Oh, no doubt, Coffin, man. You have a good night, man. Thank you for sliding through, good brother. Yeah, make sure I go subscribe to my brother Growth with Kofa. Fair use, let's get to that. We're getting closer.
And when I stand on this, when I truly say we have saved more lives and saved more men's and impacted more men's lives than any other podcast on any platform. And
Oh, my God. I'm going to ask y'all. Jay Walk, what up, brother? No doubt, fam. Glad to see you. Can I ask y'all a question? He just made a strong statement. Y'all know what I'm going to say, right? Can you provide me with the facts, data, and statistics that proves anything you just said? That platform, Fresh and Fit, has done. Let me bring that back a little bit. What did he just say? Say that again.
when I truly say we have saved more lives and saved more men's and impacted more men's lives than any other podcast on any platform.
And it
I
shows.
can concretely say that thanks to you guys.
And it shows.
I am not a role model.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Listen to this right here.
Why are you lying? Show me the numbers. Fair use.
Shows wherever we go. Fresh and Fit, you guys saved my life. Yo, you changed my entire life. I'm now happy because I was so depressed. It's just like wherever we go, Dubai, Canada, UK, even here in Miami,
Romania.
Romania, wherever we go, man.
People,
I was in Jamaica, bro. for an event.
I was in Las Vegas during fight week. You know how many people came up to me? Yo, Drew Titan, I watch you every morning. Salute. I got video evidence of it. I put it on my Instagram. I was waiting for an Uber. Yo, what's up? I got you, Drew Titan. Shit. We out here. I ain't changing anybody's lives. You know, if I did, you know, I'm glad. Hope it's for the better. You're a YouTuber. You never know who's watching you. My other channel, I got over 7,200 subs. On this channel, I got, how many subs I got here? 1,219. I guess I'm making a difference. Shut up, dude. Fair use. Is that a fucking dog underneath that table? That's a cat? Can they feed the cat? Or a dog? Yeah. There he go again with free speech. I appreciate that, Jay Walk. For real. Charles Jameson with a ATL in the building. Original man said cat licking Myron's balls. There he go with free speech again. I'm sorry, I was playing it. No, I wasn't, I'm sorry. He's talking about free speech again. Look, man, I'm all for free speech, but there's something called abuse of power. Fair use.
Whatever it may be. Guys, it's got to the point now where even where we shoot the location doesn't want us to stay here.
Yeah.
I didn't want to fucking have to say that shit. I really didn't want to have to admit that. I wanted to just move the studio, surprise you guys. Yo, yeah. New studio, it's lit, right? But dude, there is a matrix, man. Like, I mean, we've talked about this with Andrew at length. Like, people don't want you guys to get this message, dude.
Even Rumble's under attack too,
bro.
From everybody.
Yeah, they're trying to shut Rumble down.
I think at some point there was free speech where it was like, okay, you know what? Yeah. Say what you got to say. We won't crucify you. But nowadays, free speech is kind of like, is it even a thing? I mean, not really.
And you know, and I've already put a considerable amount of my money into this new studio for you guys. I already put it in. I'm like all in, you know what I mean? And it's okay. I'm never gonna say, well, I'm doing this, blah blah blah, and I hate doing this. I love doing this. I'd be lying to you guys if I didn't say I didn't love doing this. I left a job that I truly loved to do this, right? Because I shouldn't be admitting this, but saving children, right? That was great, but saving you guys is better.
Whoa! Yeah, it's kind of pretty before it gets started, ain't it? Oh, Froggy went courting, he did ride Crambo. Froggy went courting, he did ride Crambo.
What the fuck?
Shut up!
Saving children was nice. Saving you guys is better. Guys, the man who wrote a book that says why women deserve less. The man that allowed Nick Fuentes and his platform to say the word nigger. The man who purposely invited soft targets of women. Wasn't only black women either. It was all races, cultures, and creeds. To debate them under a table and make them look bad. And they made millions of dollars doing that. This man was paid to do public speaking. Did y'all know that? Them with their style, they had a responsibility to those 20 employees that they hired. And they are camouflaging freedom of speech with abuse of power. And he just sat here and said that he just told us that Homeland Security, he was saving children. I don't know to what capacity, I don't know. But he said saving you guys is better. Saving men from what? Yeah, you may have motivated a few men to change their lives, but there's a lot of podcasts. A Media Man gets thank you emails, I'm sure. Dennis Sperling, Kevin Samuels, all of these guys. Obsidian got a book out. All of these guys get thank yous. Now, if you touch someone, in a positive light and they change their life for the better, that's great. But I'm looking at what you've done, my man. And again, you got just pearly things talking about this is an attack on masculinity, an attack on freedom of speech. What? You want to say nigga? You want to talk down to women? Didn't Just Pearly Things say that women shouldn't vote? She said that shit. I never heard Kevin Samuels say that. Never heard Dennis Sperling or Obsidian say that. She said that. That white woman said that. And she's supporting this sand nigga. Do y'all see? Y'all see what I see? And now they're crying. Who the fuck did you save? Salute, Brandon. Fair use. What the fuck? Wait a minute. My man. Hey, yo. Why he got Bill Lane Bear shorts on from 1988? Detroit Pistons. There's pictures of him rolling around with white men, very compromising positions. He gets up after crying, and he got these goddamn Pistons shorts on from 1987.
What are you, a homo?
The fuck? Why did I even put?
Yeah, man, this is tough, bro. Because we put our lives into this, we didn't miss a day, honestly. It's tough. we gave up so much to give you guys value. So yep.
Mr. Shelton, this nigga had on Dennis Rodman short before you started fucking covering his hair. This nigga had on Joe Dumars short. He had Isaiah Thomas shorts. He had Bill Laimbeer shorts on. He had Mark Aguirre shorts on. Whole time he was sitting underneath the table and there was a dog underneath there. Let's do math. Fair use.
It's current status. But yeah, Chris, how you feeling, bro?
I mean,
Out of a
it's
job.
it's tough, guys. Because at the end of the day, you guys have been with us from the beginning and start.
All right, I'm done with that. I'm done with that. I'm done with them. I was never on them, but I'm done with them. You see, some people deserve what they get. And I ran down when the show started what they did. They sit up there and they act like they didn't do anything. They just came there and boop, my monetization's gone. No, it's a building process. And they let you know. There's a lot of videos I got there and it says after manual review, this is not available for full monetization. Maybe I just went off and I just started F-bombing. I don't know. Maybe there was some music playing. I don't know. But I'm not going to force the envelope. Y'all want to know what a perfect example of that is? Who here heard of Star and Buck Wild? Early to mid 2000s, they were on the radio out here in New York. Then they got syndicated. Star, he was a bad mofo. He forced the envelope on terrestrial radio. Bad. He was bad as a motherfucker. Got suspended. Y'all remember he made the joke about Aaliyah crashing in the airplane? And was suspended. There was a whole thing about that. Y'all remember that? Bad mofo. Eventually, they got off the air. They got thrown off the air, whatever. Well, you know he's on YouTube, right? He goes live. I'm subscribed to him. He goes live. He has about 1,000 people in his chat. And he was just talking about the Melly Mel Eminem incident. And I'm like, wow, it's good to see him still grinding. But way before YouTube, he was talking about how he was doing research on why Rush Limbaugh was so successful. He had a core audience, and Star realized he had a core audience. And his audience over the last 2 decades actually followed him to YouTube, and some new people followed him. He's monetized, and he's probably seeing X amount of dollars every month without breaking bread with a studio and working for a company. Now, he's a part of the YouTube AdSense program, and I've watched his programming. You know what I noticed? He watches his mouth. He doesn't force the envelope like he used to do on terrestrial radio, because the radio was like crazy back then. You had a few morning shows. When he broke off from Shot 97 and went over to Power 105, he was now rival with someone that was on his show, Miss Jones. Miss Jones had a morning show, then Star, and then down the dial was Howard Stern. Howard Stern is that guy. And Star was pulling up the rear. Then terrestrial radio went down, and there was some dudes on Z100 over here in New York. But Sirius satellite came out, and then XM radio came out, and then Opie and Anthony left terrestrial radio. They've been suspended 100 times. Then they went to XM, and Howard Stern was on satellite, and then the companies merged. Remember that? Project Leroy in that super chat. Much love and appreciation. Much love, brother. Yeah, Howard Stern is a legend. Been in the game over 40 years. A legend. And I'm bringing it up to say this. Starr always said that for the sake of business, he can curb what he does. They hired him to be controversial because it cost them ratings, but he was walking that fine line. I think it's called the SCC or whatever. They were like, can they say this? And can they say ass and fart and talk about private parts on air? Can they do that? It didn't matter because then they went to satellite radio. And that's caught on. And Starr has now found the home on YouTube. I don't know if he's doing anything else outside of that, but he's always been a smart dude. And I brought him up to say this. I've watched his show, and YouTube is paying him a check. I don't know what it is. I haven't checked his subscribers, but I'm sure he's doing quite well. And what I'm saying is he respects the platform. Because once you see a bag, you got to respect it. Because you have a responsibility to yourself. If you're feeding children off of it, you got a responsibility to them. You have a responsibility to your audience. You have a responsibility. Fresh and Fit had a staff of 20 people. You should have thought about paying them before you had Nick Fuentes on there saying the N-word. Before you're unleashing copyright strikes to everybody without understanding what the copyright strikes are. And who the hell, what kind of lawyer did you hire for that person to not research? For them to go back and say, look, you hired me to do the job, but I need you to understand. If these don't stick, it could come back and hurt you. You're sending out 400 strikes, but if they get backfired to you, it's like a bad game of Uno. You got that draw 4 and draw 2, and you come across and the motherfucker on your right side says, draw 4, reverse, reverse, draw 2, draw 2. And when you thought you had one, you thought you had that Uno, now you're drawing 12, and he just killed you. Draw 2, skip, reverse, reverse, and you getting hammered. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The bad game of Uno. The lawyer should have got familiar with the rules and regulations and went back to them and say, look, you hired me to do the job. Here's my job. If we do this and it backfires, you can lose your channel. Maybe YouTube said, okay, we're going to compile this and make this one strike because none of these things you did stuck. But this is going to be one strike for you. Now you're on here degrading women. And we're getting these letters. How are you allowing these men to walk this line? Okay. We got Sneaky-O out of here. And I'm not familiar with him. But he did something. Now y'all brought him on? Wait a minute. We got rid of Tommy Sotomayor. Y'all brought him on? Wait a minute. Now you got Nick Fuentes on here saying nigga. Wait a minute. And then you somewhere else wearing a Klan's hood? Unacceptable. You know what? You can freedom of speech. They didn't kill freedom of speech. What they did is they say they're not going to support your hate speech.
Whoa!
What? And that is the sponsor's right. Fresh and Fit. YouTube did not censor you. They did not stop your freedom of speech. They just chose not to support your hate speech. This is a lesson that you guys need to learn, and hopefully you behave when you go to Rumble, because if Rumble is smart, they're not going to tolerate what you do on what you did on YouTube to bring it over there. And on that note, I'm going to get out of here. Salute to everybody in the Venmo, the Zelle, the Cash App, the Super Chat. Much love and appreciation. And, you know, I can't say good luck to Fresh and Fit because they're not what I'm about. So salute to Ernie, the troll. I hope you and your boyfriend Bert appreciated my show and giving each other back shots while I told the truth about Fresh and Fit. And F you very much. And I hope you bought that book, Why Women Deserve Less. Because you seem like the type of loser that supports that type of crap. Dummy. What do you think Ernie's doing with his boyfriend right now?
Bukaki.
I'll see y'all in the morning. Catch y'all on the rebound.